Explosions wreak havoc in the heart of New York City. Panic surges through the apartment building's occupants as they scramble down the stairs in a desperate bid to escape, only to be abruptly herded into the building's basement by a series of relentless blasts. Within the dimly lit confines of the basement, a group of 8 survivors manages to squeeze into the building's makeshift bunker. It's Mickey, the janitor, who takes charge. With determination etched on his face, he activates the generator, casting a much-needed glow of light upon their grim surroundings. The residents adapt to their cramped new reality as Mickey establishes a strict rule. Under no circumstances must they open the bunker door until the radiation outside has subsided. Wendi, a young girl, expresses her unease to Mickey. Her mother, Marilyn, offers a reassuring presence, shielding her from the unsettling truth. Leaving would be a fatal choice, as radiation exposure would ravage their bodies. Amidst the tension, Sam inquires about the nature of the disaster. Mickey confirms it's a nuclear catastrophe, unfairly pinning the blame on others. Delvin probes Mickey for a plan to escape their predicament, prompting Mickey to assert his authority, insisting they follow his lead if they want to survive. Mickey tosses the radio to Delvin in a bid for hope. Mickey provides a tour of their underground refuge, showcasing the storage cells, his living quarters, and an assortment of mattresses. When questioned about the surplus of bedding, he claims it's a water-saving measure. Mickey then reveals his stash of canned beans to sustain the group, emphasizing their reliance on his supplies. Delvin continues his efforts with the radio, but the only response is static. Frustration grows as the group realizes they're trapped, when they inquire about their expected duration in confinement and receive the same disheartening answer, as long as Mickey deems necessary. Josh and Bobby decide to take matters into their own hands. Mickey's response is swift and aggressive, brandishing an axe to deter their escape. Tensions escalate, and Sam erupts in anger, berating Mickey for fixating on beans when their world may be obliterated outside. The confrontation climaxes with Mickey physically striking Sam. In an attempt to restore calm, Mickey captivates young Wendi with a finger-based magic trick. Suddenly, a noise at the bunker door sends shockwaves through the group. Mickey orders the lights off, sensing something amiss. Hope flares as some imagine it might be a rescue team. Delvin, however, remains cautious. The door swings open, revealing 4 mysterious figures clad in hazmat suits, armed with radiation detectors and rifles. Chaos ensues as they incapacitate Marilyn and abduct Wendi. Despite frantic questioning, the intruders remain silent. Panic mounts, and the intruders open fire. One of them seizes their precious water supply. In the confusion, Eva discovers one of the intruders in the shower and with a sledgehammer inflicts a brutal retaliation. Mickey takes a more direct approach, stabbing an intruder and seizing his firearm. He swiftly dispatches another intruder from behind before securing the bunker with a chain and restoring the lights. Adrian sustains a gunshot wound, with Eva tending to his injury. Their connection becomes evident, even in the midst of the chaos. Meanwhile, Sam is traumatized by the unfolding violence. Mickey reinforces the bunker's defenses with tape. Speculation runs rife about the attacker's identity, with Delvin recalling their American accents and something about a sweep. Marilyn, now awakened, is consumed by grief and desperation to reunite with her daughter. The group's attempts to console her falter, ultimately leading to her confinement in one of the rooms. Delvin, tinkering with the radio, makes a startling discovery in Mickey's pocket, a sausage, suggesting that he's been withholding food. Sam's distress deepens, and Eva emerges as Marilyn's sole source of support, offering her sustenance and empathy. Determined to rescue Wendi, the group decides to venture outside. Josh agrees to don one of the hazmat suits. As they exit the bunker, they find themselves in a sealed-off area, connected to a mysterious lab where more intruders are at work. To their advantage, these intruders seem oblivious to Josh's presence, creating an opportunity fraught with uncertainty. Hidden within the confines of their subterranean prison, the group stumbles upon a chilling discovery: preserved body parts and baskets brimming with human hair. In an adjacent chamber, they bear witness to a haunting sight. Children, seemingly incubated, their eyes forcibly sealed shut. Their shock is interrupted when an intruder arrives, scrutinizing Josh's identity. With a swift and cruel maneuver, Josh's oxygen supply is severed. Miraculously, he manages to escape the ominous laboratory, taking down a few of the captors, albeit at the cost of losing his firearm. Hastening back to the bunker, Josh recounts the horrors he's witnessed, delivering a heart-wrenching apology to Marilyn. As time crawls by underground, the group adjusts to their grim existence. The bodies of two intruders begin to decompose, serving as a macabre reminder of their dire situation. Josh starts to succumb to the ravages of radiation exposure, his health deteriorating. In a fragile moment of connection amidst the despair, Ava visits Adrian's room. They reminisce about their pre-disaster lives as neighbors and share their mutual attraction. Just as they lean in for a kiss, Sam unexpectedly intrudes, disrupting their budding romance. The group makes a grim decision to dispose of the intruders' bodies, dismembering them and discarding the remains in the sewer. Mickey provides an axe for the gruesome task. When Bobby returns with a nonchalant declaration that the axe has dulled, but still did the job, the others are left perturbed. Amidst the shadows of their underground existence, Marilyn finds solace and emotional support in an intimate relationship with Bobby. Meanwhile, Delvin's curiosity leads him to an empty Mickey's room, where he begins to interrogate Mickey about his secretive activities. The confrontation escalates, with Mickey finally ejecting Delvin and threatening repercussions. Delvin shares his unsettling experience with the group, sparking a collective decision to investigate Mickey's room. Upon Mickey's return, he is met with their assertion that his room is now communal property. Mickey, clearly resentful, warns them that they'll regret this. Their exploration reveals that Mickey had been pilfering items from their apartments, leading to growing resentment. With dwindling resources and increasing frustration, tensions come to a head. Mickey lashes out, striking Josh. Bobby, Josh, and Adrian, convinced that Mickey is concealing something, plot to overthrow his authority. Delvin, armed with a taser, confronts Mickey, an encounter that Ava witnesses. Inside the locked room, a struggle ensues, resulting in Mickey shooting Delvin. The group remains skeptical of Mickey's claim of self-defense, subduing him and tying him to a chair. Eva disposes of a machine gun in the septic tank to prevent Josh from using it. As Josh's condition worsens, Bobby and Josh seize control, subjecting Marilyn to physical and emotional abuse. When Marilyn seeks affection from Bobby, she is brutally rebuffed. Josh, meanwhile, expresses a disturbing desire for Eva, with Sam unable to intervene. Eva and Sam attempt to shield Marilyn from Josh and Bobby's cruelty, but find themselves powerless. Eva experiences a devastating breakdown. Initially seeking to comfort her, Sam's desperation leads him to make advances on Eva, ultimately attempting to force himself upon her. Marilyn resorts to excessive makeup in a futile attempt to garner the boy's attention. In a horrifying moment, witnessed by Eva, Marilyn becomes embroiled in a gruesome interaction with Bobby and Josh, leaving her mentally shattered and hollow. The group's descent into darkness spirals further, as their survival instincts and basis désirs propel them deeper into a harrowing abyss. As she's forcibly dragged back, Eva makes a desperate attempt to follow, but Adrian intervenes, locking eyes with her in silent understanding. Sam, keenly observant, doesn't miss this exchange. A summons from Josh beckons Eva, who is handed a meager portion of their dwindling food supply. When she questions if it's meant for all three of them, Josh makes a lewd insinuation, suggesting he's open to bartering, hinting at the unthinkable. Eva is tasked with keeping an eye on Mickey, who eventually confides in her about a hidden gun in his secure chamber. Seeking Sam's assistance in retrieving the weapon, Eva faces his vehement disapproval. Later, Sam is called upon by Josh and Bobby, rewarded with a treat for his obedience. Upon Eva's arrival, she's met with the distressing sight of Marilyn's battered form, an invitation to partake in a twisted game of truth or dare, with rations as the stakes, ensues. Eva reluctantly agrees and selects truth. When asked if she loves Sam, she musters a reluctant affirmation, casting a pall of tension over the table. Sam's efforts to mediate are rebuffed by Josh, who compels him to participate, daring him to perform a gruesome act: go chop up Delvin's body. With a resounding crash, the axe is slammed onto the table. Although Sam attempts to resist, he is emotionally coerced into the horrific act. Subsequently, Eva is compelled to carry out the gruesome task, leaving her emotionally shattered. Josh and Bobby, now visibly affected by illness, resort to shaving their heads as their hair begins to fall out. They don women's attire and makeup, their descent into madness accelerating. Mickey discloses an alternative exit route through the septic tank to Eva, who endeavors to access the hidden gun. Yet, she's thwarted by the menacing duo. A grim discovery awaits her: Marilyn's lifeless body, bearing signs of a brutal beating. Eva's own hair loss betrays her illness, and she realizes the shelter offers no protection due to a broken door. In a desperate bid to escape, Eva enacts a plan, cutting the power to distract Bobby and luring Josh away with a promise of her body. Sam is dispatched to retrieve the gun, but the locked room's code has been changed, and a confrontation with Bobby ensues. Sam's resistance prompts Bobby to act on his long-suppressed desires, leading to a violent altercation. Amidst the chaos, Eva guides Sam, her voice a lifeline in the darkness. A gunshot shatters the tension as Eva shoots Adrian. In retaliation, Josh mercilessly beats Sam. Bobby turns on Josh, poised to end his life when Eva takes matters into her own hands, using a can lid to slit Bobby's throat. Mickey is liberated and shoots Josh, but his wheelchair-bound condition leaves him struggling to stand. As chaos reigns, Josh ignites an oil lamp, immolating himself and igniting a fire within the shelter. Sam and Mickey's frantic attempts to douse the flames are futile. Eva makes a crucial decision to escape, retrieving a hazmat suit and locking herself in the secure room. Desperation mounts as they attempt to open the door, but the combination eludes them. Eva resorts to a harrowing escape through the septic tank, while Mickey and Sam remain trapped, succumbing to the growing inferno. Emerging from the septic tank, Eva surveys the remnants of New York City, now reduced to a wasteland of devastation. Her gaze is vacant, a testament to the horrors she's endured. Do you think Eva would survive the wasteland? Tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Flick Spoilers signing off.